Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It's a cold, rainy, and miserable day in southeastern Wisconsin, but we're gonna catch some fish.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
What do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, this is kind of a shock to the system, you know. I was outside day before yesterday, 83 degrees. This morning we got 53 degrees. We're gonna have rain today. We got strong northeast winds. For September the 8th or 9th, whatever today is, that's quite a difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference. The best thing going for us, hopefully, is that it's the first day of the big front.
Okay, well, you know, Labor Day was this past Monday, Blake.
Yeah.
So the neat thing when you get out here this time of year in our lakes around Milwaukee, there's nobody out here.
Yeah, kids go back to school and we have the lake to ourselves.
And this is a good time to fish too. We're gonna straddle a couple different lakes today in Washington and Waukesha County and try to find a bite. But there's no competition out here this time of year.
No, there's not. I mean, so we're in an area, John, where we could fish literally 3 or 4 lakes all within 5 minutes of each other. So let's bounce around and hopefully we can get on a good stretch.
Well, I got my blackfish warm stuff on
Me
today.
too, thank goodness.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna be
cozy.
warm. Hey folks, we'll show you what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
Are you ready to ride? It's time for the Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days on every single Yamaha motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side. Plus, amazing customer cash offers. See your local Yamaha dealer today for huge savings. Then, get out and ride.
Hey, welcome back, folks. I'll tell you what, this is about my 3rd cast of the day, and we have ourselves, a small walleye, Matty B. And you know what you're doing is you're setting up in about 11 feet of water, and when you get shallower than 11, it's a wall of weeds, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to stay out. There's no way that you're gonna fish any type of bait through that thick of vegetation, John. So you wanna get out. I like to go right where it goes super thick wall of weeds and it starts getting sparse and then it ends. Those fish are usually sitting right off that edge or right where the weeds are sparse.
Ooh, back in the boat again here, Matty B. That's 2 in a row for the Gillespie. You don't know what you're gonna catch along these weed edges, folks. Could be a bass, could be a walleye, could be a pike. Oh, we got ourselves, another small walleye. And that's the thing, you know, folks, a lot of these lakes around the Milwaukee area, they've stocked. And some of the good lakes to fish it in Waukesha and Washington County, LaBelle's got a ton of walleyes in it, Oconomowoc, Pine. But again, you don't know what you're gonna catch along these weed edges. And that's a pretty healthy fish, Matt. Well, we got drizzle now, and what do you got on there? Oh, you got yourself
Oh, I thought it was a walleye. It's a pikey.
Hold them up there, Matty B. I'll tell you what, folks, this is a real severe cold front, isn't it, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
And look at how he T-boned that, though. And you know, that's what we're trying to use out here is baits that will cause a reaction strike from the fish.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a big cold front, I think we're going to have to force feed him. I was just using the big 1 ounce hyper rattle, and I caught 2 little largemouth that we didn't show, but I'm snapping it hard and getting a reaction, and that was the same thing right here. 4-inch jerk junior with I'm using a 3/8 Google Eye because it's big northeast wind, and I'm snapping it. Now I want to feel contact, and an 1/8 ounce and a quarter is not going to get it done today.
We will get bigger pike than that.
Oh, yeah.
Fishing in the drizzle, fishing in the northeast wind.
Oh, it's nasty out.
Oh, that's not too bad, buddy. Now that's one thing though, folks, when you get into fall, even early into late fall, those spinner baits and rattle traps on top of the weeds can be very effective, right, Matt?
Yeah, no doubt about it, John. What I like to do, I mean, I want slow right now over the top of these weeds so these fish can see it. So I put a huge plastic trailer on it. What that does is it really slows down. I get the vibration out of the blades, but that's the 4.8 tickle tail, and you can see it's a big profile. It's gonna slow down through the water column. That was literally my first cast over the top of the weeds.
Yeah, even a little, little bass like that is good on a day like today.
Oh yeah, felt good.
Very next cast, very next cast, very next cast.
I said that's a pike because he just smoked it, John.
You know, that's the thing is we come out here not knowing what we're going to catch, and you figure something out like that. Now, this is the bait you're talking about, Matt?
Yep, big spinnerbait, big 1/2 ounce spinnerbait with a 4.8 tickle tail. I mean, it's a big combination, and look at it's 14-inch fish, but he just smoked it.
Now, what does that tickle tail do? That slows the spinnerbait down?
Slows down, and it has the paddle tail. It's a big, it gives it buoyancy with that big plastic tail, and I mean, I like to put a big paddle tail like this on the back of spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, and it slows it down and gives it that extra action when they're following it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, when you got a northeast wind like this that's blowing up to about 20, 25 miles an hour.
Fish, John,
oh,
fish!
Nice, Matt.
Right there, same weed bed.
Okay, what do we got
Look
here?
at that, isn't that something? 2 bass off that weed bed.
And a teensy pike.
And a teensy pike right
But
with
what
them.
I was going to say, folks, is it's uncomfortable, but a lot of times the windiest part of the lake is where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to get everything stirred up, riled up, and overcast. I mean, we started off fishing weed lines, and you got a couple walleyes, but now we're like, hey, let's fish the wind-blown weed flat and see. I mean, that's 2 bass and a pike, so they're up here eating.
What do you got now?
Oh, yeah, pikey.
Whoa, that's not bad.
Look at, he's up there eating. Look at his belly.
Oh, yeah, look at this,
Just
folks.
ate a gill.
And you know, so many of our lakes down here in southeastern Wisconsin have a good pike fishery, and most of them have a 26-inch size limit, 1 fish, and that's really helped these fish grow too, you know?
Oh, there's no doubt about it, John. I mean, that fish right there is 26. He was skinny, but he just got done eating something big.
When I got up this morning, I never dreamed this was going to be a spinnerbait day. Did you in early September?
No, no.
Usually those spinnerbaits and rattle traps, folks, in late September, October on weed flats are killer. But we still have 7-degree water temp, which is normally too warm for spinnerbaits, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when these fish are eating though, I mean, it's big northeast blowdown here on the south end of the lake, and it's blowing all kinds of stuff around and getting them fired up, and obviously...
Yeah, and I had an icon right here for you.
Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah.
All right, I guess I'm going to be switching over to spinnerbaits here pretty quick. I mean, this is fast fishing, isn't it?
Yeah, he just munched it. I mean, for the nasty conditions, I mean...
Classic example, though, folks. Again, this is the most uncomfortable part of the lake. I mean, it's blowing and it's raining, but the wind actually drives the plankton, and that drives the bait fish, and of course, the big fish follow, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, I just seen a dark patch right there, a really good weed bed, and threw it up there and just crunched it.
Let's see how Blake's doing. How you enjoying the weather there, Blake?
Oh, it's gorgeous. But yeah, Matt has a spinnerbait on, so I put on a chatterbait, and hopefully that will work. And you know what? Hard work gets pain.
Now, yeah, that saying came about on Lake Erie. Can you explain to the folks what that means?
Well, that means sometimes when you have to do hard work, you get pain.
Oh.
I think it makes sense. Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out our new expanded ad for even more deals, more savings in store and online at fleetfarm.com. And Shore Lunch fish breading and batter mix on sale starting at $1.99. Shore Lunch fish breading and batter mix on sale starting at $1.99.
It's pretty close to the boat. Not too bad.
Walk up to the camera with that one,
Not
Matty
too
B.
bad.
We switched gears here. The wind has shifted completely out of the east now.
Yeah.
And for some reason that weed bite, the weed edge bite stopped.
Oh, I mean, we couldn't get a sniff out there. So we're fishing wind-blown bank right now, shallow. I went with the swim jig with the 5-inch Kalen's grub, June
Yeah,
bug.
we'll hold it up with the fish, yeah.
And I got Blake throwing a wacko, and you're gonna throw a spinnerbait behind us, and let's see. I mean, not too bad of a fish.
Now let's talk a little bit about, the rest of September, Matt. Actually, this is the first real drastic cold front of the year. Now I looked at the 10-day forecast. Next week it's going to be back up into the 70s. So you got the up and down weather pattern in September. How do you adjust to that?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. There's always a couple weeks in September when you get these up and downs that makes it tough, and you got to go out and just grind it. There's going to be fish literally everywhere in the water column, weed edges, all the depth shallow. As soon as that water temperature gets about 70 right now, as soon as we get 60 and below, which is usually first, second week in October into mid-October, that's when it really starts getting good. So what's nice is what we talked about. There's not a lot of people out, so you can catch fish in all different depths right now in September, but as soon as it drops in October, that's when you really want to be out.
Stand next to Matty B there. We got to see how you're holding up in this weather. Are you
Okay,
having...
but yeah, I put the wacko worm on and I'm hoping to catch some bass as well.
Here we go, Matty B. I've got 3 different rods up here set up with 3 different things, and when you do come across fish, they're aggressive though, aren't they, Matt? I mean, they're hitting hard, and those fish are a lot warmer than the air, but they seem to be in this particular area right up shallow, right?
Yeah, John, I think no matter how tough the conditions are, temperature drops, big east winds, you always get a couple feeding windows. I truly believe that. And it might shut down some of these bigger fish, but the little ones are still going to be active. And right now there's a couple of shallow active fish.
Matty B, getting another fish.
Well, hey, you're letting him do all the casts in the front there. What's he got?
Oh, another pike. That's a good pike.
Film everything.
Yeah. The rain
Watch
started
them
up
hit
again.
it. It was awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah. As soon as it hit the water, turn the reel once, engage the 5-inch lunker grub, and boom.
Hey, Matt, a lot of guys talk about turnover in later September. Do you know, does that happen at a certain water temp?
Yeah, John, I would say it's usually like 58 to 60 down here is when it pretty much happens.
And then when that happens, the fish are actually all over the lake, right? They're shallow and deep?
Shallow and deep all over, but I in southeastern Wisconsin, Madison all the way over towards Milwaukee, I see a lot of fish come up on the weed flats and catch a lot of fish in like 2 to 8 feet of water, because I think you get a lot of perch and bait fish migrating into the weeds. The Kalen's Google Eye jig features a built-in glass rattle that creates a deadly combination of sight and sound. Its shockwave rattle system has been designed to call fish in. The lifelike rattle reflects the light and adds a dimension like no other. Available in 2 styles and 13 colors.
It's hard to put our adventures on hold, but now is the perfect time to prepare for their return. Amsoil has your back with fast, free shipping, and ordering has never been easier. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $100 on Amsoil products, and shipping is on us. Order now at amsoil.com.
I'll tell you what, folks, when it gets hot like this, about 88 degrees and not much of a breeze, and you've been out in the boat all day, there is one thing that you can do if you're smart and you have one in your boat, and it's called a Johnson Pump Washdown Kit.
It not only can clean your boat, but it can also cool down your gas. Watch.
Do it again. There you go. Get that Cub sign and keep going. There you go.
Wow, there we go.
That is refreshing, though, isn't it?
That feels good.
And that really is great for cleaning your boat. We use live bait in here, a lot.
Yeah.
And you get crawler stuff all around. It just gets it off like crazy. But now that is good for taking a shower in the boat, too.
It is, apparently.
I will say, folks, I'm glad I got this Blackfish rain gear on today because we get in some intermittent heavy showers like this. And Matt, you know, I always wonder, do bass and most game fish bite in rain like this, Matt?
Yeah, John, I mean, they're definitely bite. A lot of times I do notice a lighter rain or no rain, they bite better, but there's no doubt you can get bites in a heavy downpour.
Yeah, because Pete and I talk about it for muskies all the time. He says, you know, when you get the heavy rain, he's never really had a bite.
Yeah, it's got to lighten up. This isn't super heavy, but it's pretty good. But once it slows up, I bet you we get a bite here in the next 5-10 minutes.
Here we go, Matty B. Let's see what I got here,
Johnny?
buddy. Whoa, here he comes. And we got ourselves a largemouth bassaroo. That fish, we just switched lakes, by the way, folks. And this lake has everything in it. And you actually spotted a bunch of fish on the locator there, Matt. Was that the deal?
Yeah, it came off a really sharp break in like 23, 24, and I seen like 6 big hooks. So I picked up the big hyper rattle and dropped it down there, and all of a sudden I turned around and you had one on the jerk minnow. Pikey.
Whoa, northern pikey.
Thought I was hoping for a Walter walleye.
Now this lake is different. We're finding these fish pretty deep out here.
Oh yeah, I'm in 21 here, 22, and a lot of bait. And gonna find out here, but
and neither of us have ever fished this lake before.
Never, ever. We got a tip, and hey, 1 bass, 1 pike. Let's see.
And how deep was he? 24?
22. But there's a lot of bait balls out here.
Ooh, what do we got, man?
I don't know what that was,
Kind
John.
of came up. Might be a bass, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking, boy, out in 20, 22.
You need the clam or not?
What do we got here? Oh, nice largie.
Ooh, that is a nice one, man. Good job there, buddy.
Look at that jerk minnow. The gold. Why I love the gold Google eyes. Look at that. I mean, there's so many perch in our lakes, John, and with the Arkansas Shiner Jerk Jr. with the black or the gold Google eye.
You know, I've talked to a lot of guys the last couple of years that absolutely firmly believe in that Google eye jig and the little noise it makes, you know?
Oh yeah, that was.
If you're going to stand up there in the front of the boat and catch fish, I'm going to have to come up there and join you.
Yeah, come on.
No,
up.
but we're fishing, and this is a clearer lake than we fished this morning, right?
Yeah, it's super clear, and we have a lot of clear lakes all throughout Wisconsin and in the Midwest, and gold natural colors are so good. But yeah, don't be afraid to fish. There's so many fish out right now in 20 to 25 feet, and that's July, August into September. As soon as that water temperature starts dropping, that's when these fish are going to start moving up.
Woo! Fish on!
Yay! Oh, Blake! Now there is a whopper dopper boo.
It felt good to feel a fish, though.
Well, you've been working hard, you know.
That's a Wimpy Wednesday if you've ever seen one.
I don't know what I got. It doesn't feel very big, Matt.
Well, I said, remember, John, I said there's a lot of fish on the graph right now.
Well, it's actually putting up a little bit of a tussle.
Yeah.
Here he is.
What do you got there?
Oh, that's not too bad.
Nice largie.
Whoa, there we go.
That's a really nice large.
Yeah, aren't you proud of me, Blake?
Yeah, look at you go.
Oh, there we go. Not a bad bass. Well, we're getting towards the end of the day, folks, and you know, if you watched our show over the years, you know we fish in any weather conditions at all. And this is really one of the nastiest fronts I've seen in early September, Matt, when it was 80 degrees the other day and it's 53 degrees today. But we had no option. We had to fish today, and it's still fun though, Matt. I mean, there's no trophies at all, but hey, you know what? It's fun to get a bite.
Oh, anytime you get the rod bent, John, it's fun. I mean, multi-species, little bit of lake hopping, caught them shallow, caught them deep. Hey, it's fishing.
And what do they always say? A bad day of fishing
is better than a good day at work.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest. This week's first winner is Alexis Bullard of Midlothian, Illinois, caught this 24-inch largemouth bass on the Illinois strip pit using a swim jig. Tony Gassman of DeWitt, Iowa, caught the 16-inch crappie in Oneida County using a crappie grub. Peter Hassel of Milwaukee, Wisconsin caught this 44.5-inch snook on Lake Michigan using a flasher. Scott Longhurst of Muscatine, Iowa caught this 34-inch freshwater drum on Mississippi using a crankbait. And this week's first kid winner is Milana Young of Faribault, Minnesota caught this 40-inch northerner on Cass Lake using a sucker minnow. And Luke Mershon of West Bend, Wisconsin caught this 42-inch king salmon on Lake Michigan using a spoon.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week.
Supercharged Scent Killer Ultimate Value Pack on sale for $14.99, saving $10 and 20% off Mountain Prairie waterfowl apparel and accessories on sale starting at $22.49.
The updated Amsoil video fishing report for the month of September is now live. To get some awesome information from great guides all over the Midwest, go to amsoil.com/MFR. And guess what? You have a chance to win an Amsoil sweatshirt and hat signed by John Gillespie and an Amsoil $50 gift card. Just comment 3 of your fishing buddies right here. Good luck, everyone.
The Kalin's Google Eye Swing Head features a wide base with a built-in glass rattle that puts off a lot of vibration and noise into the water. And the wide base allows it to not get snagged as much along the bottom. Check this out in 3 sizes and 3 colors.
The first thing that we're going to do today is attack panfish in the basin of a lake.
Just gives it a little extra flavor or smell.
Fishing jumbo perch in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This is not too early to come out and catch walleyes, huh?
It's never too early.
This middle of May stuff for walleyes, it's cool.
It's a night and day difference putting the bait mate on.
This is ranked as one of the top smallmouth destinations in the world. And that bait mate does work, doesn't it?
It does.
August is a great time to come here. We're going to be targeting lake trout today.
Catch more fish all year long with Baitmate Fish Attractant. Check it out at baitmate.com.
Hey Matty B, it's time now for our Ask the Guide segment. This is from Sean Stars. Matty, what are some of your go-to baits when the boats leave the lakes and the water cools down?
When that water gets below 60 and keeps dropping, I have a handful of baits. I like to keep it really simple. I'm pretty much gonna fish 10 foot of water and less. And I would say a rattle trap, 1/2 ounce to 3/4 ounce, and I'm gonna burn it over the top of the weed, stop and rip it through vegetation. A suspending jerk bait and a paddle tail, a swim bait like the tickle tail. And those 3 in less than 10 feet of water, pretty much looking at like the 3rd to 4th week of September through October and almost all the way up to Thanksgiving.
Hey, good question, Sean. You're going to get 2 coupons for 2 packs of Johnsonville brats. That fish, folks, was in 30 feet of water.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
30 feet of water.
I seen the graph just light up. I mean,
know.
He's not big at all, but man, that is fun. I mean, that's like video gaming him on the hummingbird.
Yeah, we're watching the hummingbird in 20 to 26 feet of water. And when you see them, there's more than one. You know, I mean, it seems like there's 3 or 4 of them together.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, look at the bait on the graph right now. Oh, same one.
Drop
same
shot,
spot.
drop shot, drop shot.
Same spot.
Oh, there you go, Matty B.
Same spot.
Turn around there, buddy. Hold them up.
They are fun. I mean, I literally say that that's video gaming. When you can get right on top of them in deep water with the drop shot, that's the weenie worm there, and drop on them, it's so effective. The electronics have gotten so good. Hummingbird, I mean, right now it's straight sonar, but I usually like to run a half screen, half sonar and half down imaging, and you get out 16, 18 out that 25 feet of water, you can literally fish right on top of them, John. Third cast in a row.
3 straight casts.
Dropping right on them.
Look at how he ate that,
Right
too.
on them, just gone.
Now, when you're using the drop shot method there, Matt, which we've shown on the show many times,
Yeah.
you like those small little weenie worms, huh?
Yeah, yep, 4.5 inch. I mean, green pumpkin purple. I mean,
Does Kalin's make a weenie worm?
yes, yep.
Big news, folks. The delicious new Johnsonville sausage strips are now available. There are so many ways to enjoy the 4 new flavors. information on these recipes, go to sausagestrips.com. I have just about had enough here, man. I don't know what's he's coming up. Where is he? I can't. You turn the boat, man. There. Thank you. Thank you. Oh boy, the last fish of the day.
And what? He's staying down.
Matty, he's battling me.
Hopefully,
he's battling me, man.
In the downpour.
Walleye or
in a downpour.
Walleye or a pike or a bass.
Largie.
They're nice bass to end my day.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I'll tell you, buddy, I have had enough. I am drenched. But no, I'm not wet. I'm just kind of feel soggy. That's not a bad bass though, Matt, is it?
No, that's a nice one.
Yeah, well, no big ones today, Blake.
That's okay. I think we've had enough.
Yeah, buddy.
That was going to be our last cast of the day, too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Now we got to stay a little longer, Matt.
Yep, I get another cast. If you catch one, you get a bonus cast.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From cutting back to cleaning up, Fleet Farm has everything you need to get your yard ready for fall. Whether you're giving the lawn one last feed, showing that woodpile who's boss, or powering through the leaves, there's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, I don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm. You won't believe what you'll find.
Folks, here's a couple of important facts that you should know about Eagle Claw hooks. Number one, Eagle Claw is the only hook in the world made right here in the USA. Number two, American workmanship guarantees innovation, and we've been doing it since 1925. Number three, Eagle Claw's in-house superior technology builds Eagle Claw, Laser Sharp, and Trocar brands. Look at the size of that fish!
All right.
Oh my gosh! Fish get hooked on Eagle Claw. So should you. Well, the pitter-pat of the rain is back again, and I think we've had enough today, huh?
Yeah, it was a long day and lots of rain, cold weather, but you can't always catch big fish, you know, when you have a new show every week.
Hey, Matty B, good job today, man.
Yes, we got a lot of bites, not a lot of big ones, but a lot of action. I'll take it for huge temperature drop and big east winds, John. Thanks.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We will find a place somewhere. Until then,
I'm Blake Gillespie.
I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie!